good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you're at. Here it's 1:19 in the afternoon. It's 106 outside. Right back, everybody. Let's see here. Hey, hello, hello. John Mail. Man, it's humid outside, man. Seems like a steam bath outside. Go outside, it's like a steam bath. Oof, man. Thank God for air conditioning. Well, we're almost out of it. After Halloween, it's cold weather. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a couple clouds here and there, but it's the humidity that's bad today. Bad. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Yeah, so everybody check out the family and friends list. Check out the regular list. Check out the community tab. Family and friends list. We got like Iron Dog, My Animal House, Kurtwood, TNT Balls, KY Constrictors, Keys Constrictors, James Guide. We have Spider Mom. We have Mark the Spider Guy. We have Sherry Madcat. We also have Derek Reptiles. We got Big Geese, Pythons. So My Animal House, that's Justin. We've been praying for him because he was in the hospital in the ICU fighting for his life. I believe he's finally home. Hopefully he stays there because he ended up getting like 3 operations in those couple of weeks that he was in the ICU because he was fighting for his life. Then they finally let him go home. Then he ended up going back that same day because he had stomach pains and they had to operate him again. I mean, I think he went through 3 operations in like 3 weeks, I think. So he needs a lot of rest. He's saying, well, he wants to come back, and do his YouTube channel. We miss him, but we want him to get better. We don't want him to have a relapse. So keep praying for Justin. He's almost out of this. Hopefully he keeps getting better and better and not getting worse. I mean, he's had like 4 operations lately because a while back, like a month or so ago, his appendix ruptured. They had to do an emergency, appendicitis operation. So, yeah, man, it's like, guy needs a break, man. And he's such a nice guy, him and his wife. They put on a great show. It's My Animal House. He's in My Family and Friends. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. Check out his videos. He does reptiles, but he has people on his show on Tuesdays, and they pretty much talk whatever they want to talk. Plus, they talk reptiles. He has different reptiles. He has frogs. He has, I believe, pixie frogs. He has Pac-Man frogs. I believe he has a centipede and a tarantula. And I know he has snakes. But go check him out, everybody. And community tab, go check out all those amazing channels on there. Go check out those channels like John Paul. He's from Canada. He does models. Go check out Fantastic Cards and Coins Guru. Go check out Zelda. He's from Indonesia. He does Hot Wheels racing. Check out the Philippines. We got Mondel. We have Zaya. We have MDT. So yeah, I checked on the jumping spider. It still hasn't attacked the worm. The worm is still there. Yeah, the video that I put out about the jumping spider, that's like probably like 2 weeks old or a week old. Slow lane, get out of the way of these tailgaters. Everybody wants to fly. The speed limit is 70 here, but they want to go 80, 90, you know. So welcome everybody. Going to work, usually on here for about 45 minutes or more, 45 to 50 minutes. So, yeah, pretty good traffic today. It's Monday afternoon. It's 101 outside and it's 1:31 in the afternoon here in sunny California. So how's everybody doing? When I get to work, I'll read the comments of whoever came in. Make sure you leave a comment afterwards so I can always go and check out your channel. Yeah, we ordered an alternator for the Mustang. I think it was like over $200, but yeah, it needed it. It's a 1999 Ford Mustang. Has the original alternator. Yeah, my son put a stereo in it. Like, can't handle the power because the alternator's good. Yeah, there's a lot of clouds up ahead, but they were there yesterday too. Nothing threatening. They're just, they hit the mountains and they go upward, and then they're not really moving. So it's a humid day today. It's only 99 or 100 degrees outside, but it feels hotter than that because of the humidity. It feels like a sauna, Let's see, we got semis on both sides of this. Well, let's see if the semi moves faster than one in front of me. Come on, guys. Let's go. Move it. Jesus. Oh, I guess he broke down. That's not good. I guess he broke down. I guess I should have stayed in the other one. Maybe he fixed whatever was wrong. Yeah, come on, try to pass me. This car behind me was going to try to go around where the semi's at right now. It's like, you ain't going nowhere there. It's like, I'll go behind this guy. Let that guy that's trying to kiss my butt, in his car. It's like, Jesus, you're in a hurry? Go right ahead. Now I can move back. There's that car with a trailer up ahead. But he's going pretty fast. Maybe I should have stayed in the slow lane. There's another car. Look at this guy. I'm just going to the slow lane. This guy's. Look at that guy. Speeding. Oh, Here comes another guy in a pickup truck. He's trying to pass the other car, but he's gonna have to go the other way first, or this wants to cause an accident. Yeah. Yeah, there's a truck behind me. It's like, oh, go in the fast lane. Since you're in such a hurry, you know? Yeah, they're all pushing each other forward, you know? Yeah. I just go in front of this truck. Yeah. I don't know. Some people, he wants to change lanes. He's like trying to push the guy. It's like, Jesus. Look at him. He's like, if the guy slams on his brakes, he's going to slam into him. I don't know. Some people just like to drive that way. You know, it's like, I don't have a problem. If they're going to speed limit, I just stay behind them. Or change lanes, you know, when I get a chance. But yeah, some people, they just, you know, they forget how to drive. I mean, I've been driving for a long time. I started driving when I was like 15 years old. And I'm 61, so it's a long time. Over 40 something years of driving. And I've gotten hit by other cars that rear-ended me. One time I was like parked in a car wash. This idiot like flies out of the stall trying to show off or something to his girlfriend, and he slams into my truck. Used the B2000. Then I got it fixed. The guy didn't have insurance. I go, well, as long as you fix it, as long as you pay for the fixing. He had some cousin or whatever, and he paid. I guess he paid him to fix it, and he did a good job. It was only the tailgate, anyways. Had a little dent in it, you know. He bonded all it did, or whatever he did, and painted it. And then I had another person back into the side of me. I was parked in some girl's house where I was giving her a ride from work. And we were talking in the car, and then all of a sudden I see this car, because it was like one of those what do they call them? Those streets that are just a circle. It's just an in and out. And I was parked on one side of the street. This lady in a van across the street. She comes out of her driveway, straight, like all the way. It's like she could have turned. There was nobody blocking the street. She just never turned. She just went straight back and boom. I'm like, what the hell? Slammed into the rear side of the truck in the back of the bed. So she bent all the side of the truck. I'm like, Jesus. Didn't you see me, lady? I mean, I'm not invisible. It's like, don't you look? Don't you use your mirrors? Don't you look? I mean, before you get into your car, you kind of look behind you and see what there is, you know. See what the situation is. But no, apparently she didn't. She just like, boom. I'm like, and I told the girl, I go, man, I can't believe she just ran into me. So I had to get her information and her insurance, and then I let my insurance handle it. That's the thing. I have State Farm insurance. I never had to worry about anything. I just gave them the information. They handled it. They told me go to a shop, whatever shop that I wanted to go to. So they replaced the whole fender. I said, I don't want Bondo. I go, the truck's brand new. It's not even a year old. I don't want to have Bondo on it already. So they ordered a new fender they had to cut the old one off, weld the new one in, and repaint it and everything. And so they did that, and that was that time. And then they broke into my truck a couple of times because I had a stereo system. I had a boombox. Bump that music. The bass. It's all about that bass. So yeah, some guy broke in. He pulled the tailgate. I had a snug top with a window, and then I had two double windows. I had those sliders on the truck, and I had the slider on the snug top. And because usually they don't order. Usually when you order it, it's got like a boot, like a rubber boot, and it basically it just when the thing moves, it moves with it. But the only bad thing about that, the rubber starts rubbing the paint off on the back of the truck. So if you ever take off the shell, it messes up the paint gets all messed up. And then the rubber is going to get old and it's going to start leaking. So I said, no, you know what? I'll just leave the two sliders so I can open them, And so that's what I did. I had to put the two sliders. I had to leave the regular slider in, and then I put another slider on the snug top. I had no windows on the side. It was all painted the same color as the truck. And the truck was lowered with rims, white tires, had 205, 50, 15s, and it really rode really nice, I did the lowering myself, put blocks on the back. Mazda B2000s are easy to lower. Basically, you just lower the tension bars. It's got two tensioners on each side in the front, and you just let them loose, and it'll just drop it all the way down to the little rubber snubbers. And then basically, you go take it to get it aligned, because it's going to change the alignment a little bit. And then the back, you just got to put blocks. It gives you a kit with blocks and these pieces of tire here. They're at least going to go pick it up, I think. I hope. Yeah. So they did the alignment on it, and then I made sure that it was perfectly, because if you don't do it right, then the truck would be like too much one way. The axle well, it'll be off. But it had these little indentations, so it didn't have that problem. Because I didn't move, because it only time when you have a problem is when you lift it like higher. That's when it's like off a little bit with the axle. But when you lower it, you're just putting the blocks in, so it's lifting up the axle into the body, and it's real easy. And so I did that, and it was lowered. And then so they used to break into my driver door, but I had an alarm. So every time they'd break in, the alarm would go off and they'd take off running. They would just damage the door. So it was like, man. I mean, I could have got the shop to install automatic door locks, where there is no key. And so then you just have to press a button like at the alarm, just like at the new cars, because if you notice, like new cars, because in the old days, you can open the car from all four doors. You put a key into it and open up all the doors. Now, only the driver's side. They did away with all those door locks. Save money, I guess. So they they have automatic door openers on all the doors now. So that's the thing. Now you can do that on old cars. You can just have the shop install them. They do that at like alarm companies, places that do stereos and stuff. They do all that kind of stuff. They could cover up the hole and they paint. They weld the piece where the key thing goes, and they just weld the piece on there. They weld the piece on there, and then they paint it. So that way you don't have to worry about anything. Anybody sticking something in there to open it up. So, but now new cars they only have one. And then there is some cars that don't have any. Basically you touch it with your hand and it opens up. Mine does the same thing. Mine opens up by touching it and locks it the same way. But also it does have a key where you can put the key in and open it if the alarm, say it fails. The only thing is, I don't know if it has. I don't know where you would. I don't think it has anywhere where you can put, the alarm. Like if the alarm goes out on the key fob, how are you going to start the car because it has no key thing? Just in case that happens. It's just a push button. That's the thing with modern things. They're a convenience, but then also there's stuff that is not a convenient thing. Like newer cars, you can't check the oil on transmissions now. Only engine oil. But pretty soon, watch that'll be that. I don't know. Maybe not because since the oil you got to change it more often. Probably not. Because you change the oil every 5,000 miles. The transmission oil on newer cars, you change them like at like almost 100,000 miles. And then tune-ups like spark plugs, it's about like 90,000 miles also. I've only changed the spark plugs on this one once. It's got about, I think, almost 130,000 miles on it. But yeah, I mean, cars they're getting more, but then also they cost more to replace them because there's electronics inside the transmission. Because the transmission will talk to the computer, then tell you, hey, transmission oil is low, but I don't know how low before it tells you. I mean, of course, if you see a drip, an oil leak somewhere, then you got to take it somewhere to get it checked out, fixed. But, that's the way it is. You want to check it. And then like axles, they got boots on it. And then the boots, they'll start getting ripped. A lot of the boots, they got damaged with the old car washes because car washes, they have like a little rail, where it grabs onto the tire and it pulls it into the car wash. Well, that was the old car washes, and, there was nothing in the way that could get damaged. But now cars are so low, they can't go through those car washes. It'll mess up the axles. People don't even think about that. That's going to mess up the axle. But yeah, and then it costs money to replace those axles. So that's one of the things that that cars are more different. Power steering now, even also power steering. Cars used to have, power steering fluid. They're eliminating a bunch of the fluids. Everything's going to electric power steering, electric, pretty soon, transmissions, might as well put everything except for the engine. Now, electric cars, everything's electric. But then they have both electric and gas. Oh, and the gas, man, the gas went up like that. A whole $1, over $1, man. On Thursday, the gas was 469, I think. Yeah, 469. Friday, it went up $1 like that. Boom. Just, now it's 569. 569 a gallon for the gas, man. Half a tank. I had to fill up half a tank. $40. So that means if I have to fill the gas tank on this, it's $80. And there's a Corolla. It's very, very economical. But so basically, it's costing me $80. Oh shit! See, that's why I move over to the side more. Right now, I felt that I heard a little, like a real small stone hit the windshield. A little pebble. But sometimes those big ones are the ones that crack it. So you gotta stay as far as I can to the right, man. Trucks and cars, it flies off their tires. They fling it. Yeah, so the gas went up a whole $1. So now it's costing me 80. So 8 times 4. So it's gonna cost me over $320 a month of gas just to get to work. So that's over a half a check. So basically, if I work a half a week, man, it's half of it goes to the gas in the car. Man, it's like, dang. That's why all the guys at work, they got electric cars. Everybody's going to electric. My son, he's got a Yaris, Toyota Yaris. It's all paid off for and everything. I think it's a 2009, I think. And, he's had it for a long time. It still runs and everything. But he hardly uses it because he works at home now because of the pandemic and his job that he can do. He can do it from home if he likes, which is a good thing because he gets to take care of his child. And then if he has to go to work, his wife, she can take care of them or they can have friends that take care of them. Babysitter. But because it gets expensive for babysitting. Minimum wage is $15. So you're talking, $8. So that means if you're only making minimum wage, your check is pretty much going to go to pay for babysitting. That's crazy. But that's the way you would kind of see it. Your check is going toward babysitting. If I'm making $15 an hour and I got to pay somebody $15 an hour for my kid while I'm at work, what? That's not going to work, is it? Yeah, it's like my son. He gets paid to watch my wife, because she's disabled, she can't see, so she needs help, to go everywhere, inside the house. Can't even by herself because then she can fall, hurt herself, So when I'm there, he can go do stuff, but when I'm at work, he's there. So always somebody's taking care of him because that's the way it is. We got to take care of our loved ones, And my wife's all worried, oh, that we're gonna put her in a hospital. You know, people do that. They do put their relatives in a hospital. You know, they just don't want to deal with their family member. You know, cleaning their butt, you know, showering them, you know, whatever accidents they have and stuff like that. You know, you have to take care of your relatives. You have to take care of your wife, your husband. Your kids will do it, depending how much they love you. You know, I have a younger son that's he loves my wife and he loves me, so he's taking care of my wife. You know, now when he gets older, his wife or his whatever kids he has, hopefully will take care of him. You know, and you know sometimes you don't get that. My mom, I used to take care of her when when my dad was never around. Then he passed away, and then I continued taking care of her. Then my my brother, he never took care of her. He basically he just my sister's the one that ended up taking care of her. You know, my mom did live by herself for a bit, but then when she got to the point, I mean, she's 80. I think she's going to be 84 this November. She's going to be 84 years old. You know, I'm 61. You know, and she's hopefully she'll live at least maybe another 10 years. I'd say at least. If she lives 100 years, I don't know. But you know, she's my sister's taking good care of her. You know, she's taking her medications. She's taking less medications. You know, she's following a good diet. You know, that's what we have to do. We have to follow a good diet and eat more healthier. You know, right now that we're at the age that we can, you know, people wait too long. You know, we wait too long, and then they're like, oh well, you know, I'll lose weight later. Nah, you need to lose weight when you're young and stay at a good weight. Because guess what? When you get older, it's harder and harder to lose weight. You know, I mean, I lost a lot of weight. I was up to 340 pounds. I'm down to like 270, like 273. But I need to lose more weight. I need to exercise more. It's because at work I'm not walking like I used to. Basically, it's sitting in a vehicle, sitting at a desk or sitting in a vehicle, or at home. You know, you're sitting at home or laying down. You know, you're not exercising. We have a treadmill, so I do have to start getting on that treadmill. I got bad, you know, my knees aren't as good as they used to be, but I could always wear a knee brace so I can walk longer. You know, I can that way I can walk, you know, because my son says that I need to walk at least on the treadmill, you know, just walk, you know, like for 30 minutes or more. You know, I can watch it while I'm watching YouTube. You know, while I'm watching YouTube lives or YouTube, you know, videos, your guys' videos. You know, gotta keep up with them videos. You know, but yeah, it's just that all these weeks, you know, we gotta get up. Do doctor's appointments, and we got this couple of days off. My wife has doctor's appointments and stuff. We gotta fix the car, the Mustang, put the new alternator on it. The new alternator shouldn't take that long. It's only basically you got a tensioner, take the belt off, then it's got two bolts holding it down, and then you got a plug in it, and you got a ground and a positive. Well, no, probably no ground. The ground is probably just a positive. So we have to do that. Put the new alternator. It's coming in on Tuesday. They had a special order in. So yeah, trying to get away from that truck. Don't need any rocks on my windshield. What's this guy doing? Is he gonna turn? Oh, there's a tractor. Tractor up ahead. Gotta pass him. I was wondering, I'm like, why is he slowing down? I mean, he's not signaling to turn. Yeah, so you got to get that alternator on there. It's the original one, so you got about 20 something. Let's see, 2019. It's over 20 years old. Because, let's see, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, so it's 23 years old, the alternator. So I'd say it gave a good life. And I told my son way before, because we got the transmission fixed and did the shocks and struts, did the alignment on it. We did the radiator and water pump on it for the cooling system. So now it's got so that way it won't overheat. Make the engine last longer. Always change the oil. On that one, it's I usually change it like every 3,000 miles. Where the Toyota, it's every 5,000 miles. But usually I do it sooner on the Mustang because it doesn't have that many miles. So usually I go by the months. At least change the oil at least once a year. If I don't move it very much, whatever comes, whatever happens first, either a year or 3,000 miles. Because we don't move it that much. But now my son's gonna be driving it more. That way it'll keep the engine, and we're probably gonna have to tune it up. We're gonna have to probably put some new spark plugs and wires. I believe the spark plug wires are lifetime warranty, so I should be able to get those and get them replaced. I've done it myself, but I don't know, we might have somebody do it for us. Change the spark plugs and wires. Because they are kind of like, they're a little hard on some of the ones on the right side of the engine. The two last spark plugs, the other three on one side of the engine are easy. On the Mustang, yeah, the ones on the driver's side are easy. The three spark plugs, you can get to them real easy and change them. The ones on the other side, two of the spark plugs are pretty good, but the last one way in the back, it's like you gotta have those tools, that like air tools that, because you gotta there's no way to leverage in there so you gotta kind of have to, the last time that we did it, it was because the spark plugs were on there for so long, they get stuck. So you need a strong tool, or you need use a breaker bar to break it loose. But then there's not that much room in there, see, so that's why. What's this guy? Yeah, so we gotta do those things. Then once that, then I gotta buy some hoses on it that it needs to be replaced. Some emission hoses on the Mustang for the like the smog, that it gets the air, the exhaust, like it gets some of the fumes that are in the oil, like in the crankcase, and it reruns it through the engine to burn it off. So the emissions, so that way it doesn't go out the tailpipe. So it runs cleaner. But the only good thing about where I live, we don't have to do smog checks. Like there's some places, like up north, where I lived before, also in Santa Clara County. There, you have to do the emissions every 2 years. Every 2 years, you have to take it to get smog. So you got to pay some guy to put a machine, hook up a machine to it, and see how the exhaust is coming out. And if it doesn't pass smog, they don't give you the tags. So then that means you need to fix whatever's wrong with it. Sometimes it's a sensor, or like the Mustang. See, it has a check engine light. Something is off. Maybe it's those hoses that need to be replaced. I don't know, because anything where it's getting too much, like fumes or stuff like that, or leaking, like any vacuum leaks, stuff like that, they'll start leaking. So that means they need to be replaced. Of course, then the car, it won't run as efficient as it should. But yeah, I mean, you have to keep on your vehicles, because the better. And then also tires, tire pressure. People don't think about that's important on a car. Tire pressure is very important. The good thing about new cars, they have a sensor on them. Some of the newer cars, they even tell you how much air pressure is in each tire, even. And others, it's just a sensor it'll come on like a little check engine light, but it'll be like a checkup. It'll be like a little, like a valve stem with a little like tire track on it. You've probably seen it on your car. Let's see who's in here. Rob Black, what's up? What's up? Go check out Rob Black. Juka, welcome. Tony, hey, Gary, what's up? Lillian, hey, welcome. MDT, what's up? Go check out MDT. She's on my community tab. Hey, go check out Nora. Yeah, Nora. She's the Stocks Explorer. Go check her out. Hey, A1, 1A Latina. Welcome. Buenas tardes. Buenos días o buenas noches. What's up? All right, Gary, you take care, man. Take care of yourself, man. Don't, you got to get better, dude. Got to take care of yourself. Hey, Cats, welcome. Go check out Cats. Go check out her channel. Yes, so thank you for coming in, everybody. Thanks. Don't forget to check out everybody on my community tab. Got a lot of great channels on there. Go check out everybody that was in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the the notification bell all, because for some reason it doesn't work. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes it don't. I don't know what's going on. Yes. Go check her out. Go check out Cats. And I'll probably put hers also on my community tab so people can find her much easier. But she's an easy channel to find. You just put in Cats, and that's the way I found her. My channel is hard to find. I mean, I like the name and everything, but when you look it up, you got to put all capitals or else you can't find it. He always comes out with some movie or some other things. I'm not that famous yet. But yes, go check everybody out. God bless everybody. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everybody have a good one. Till next time, God bless. And as Keys Constrictor says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long you're gonna have her. Go hug your children and tell them you love them, because you don't know if it's your last day. We never know. Our lives are short in this world that we live in, guys. So spread the love, not hate, guys. There's enough hate in the world. Bye-bye, everybody. Till next time.